So popular YouTubers Fresh and Fit with over 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube got demonetized. Today we're going to talk about how and why they got demonetized. Let's talk about it.
I love Brotha T.
How you doing? This is Terry Wilson, aka yo boy Brotha T, here with another one. So I'd like to thank you and welcome to the New Life Tree, where we like to give you little pine cones of wisdom for your motivation and mental health. If you don't know what that is, stick around, stay on the channel, you'll get it. Remember, I don't know everything, but I might know a lot of things. Today we're going to talk about Fresh and Fit, why they got demonetized on YouTube. Before we get into the video, I like to just say for the record, I don't want to see anybody get demonetized. I'm all about free speech and I'm all about you expressing your feelings and your opinions. There's a lot of YouTubers that I do not agree with that have not been demonetized, and I don't wish it on them either, even though I vehemently disagree with a lot of what they say. Let's get into it. So who are Fresh and Fit? We're talking about Myron and we're talking about Walter, right? Myron would be the tall guy that's more into fitness. He had fitness channels on YouTube and all that. Walter was more of a tech guy. I think he worked for Wix.com. So they came together and formed a podcast that grew in popularity throughout the COVID era, right? We'll just call it the COVID era. So they got really popular, and what they got popular for and what they were known for was having young women on their show. They'll use young women to show, a young woman's perspective on, relationships and things like that. And they were speaking to men, trying to improve men's lives. You can disagree with them and you can like them or not like them, but that's what the platform was. All right, so let's go into why they would get demonetized. There are a few reasons why I believe they got them. And boy, some of the things they did, Jet Li,
that was a mistake.
Let's talk about one of the things that may have led up to them getting demonetized. And it's pretty much the easiest thing I could go for, which is hate speech. You can't have a platform or multiple platforms using hate speech and think you're going to get away with it. What do I mean by hate speech? We can go two different ways with the hate speech. It was what some people look at as racial hate speech, and there was what some people might look at as hate speech towards the opposite gender. Both things are hard to deal with, especially when you're so bold about it. What are some of the things that could be looked at as hate speech that they said on their show? We're going to go to Myron talking about FBA.
A lot of people are living in poverty that happen to be colored because of their own fucking choices, not because of their color of their skin or where they grew up socioeconomically or anything else like that. You want to cry about your situation. You're out here on fucking living on food stamps, got Section 8 housing and all this other shit. Why you gotta improve? I'm just chilling. Oh man, yeah, I'm doing. Because you guys come into the store. Oh, hey son, let me get a pack of Hennessy. Yo, I only got 20 on me right now, bro. I know it's 50, but yo, do a hookup brother up. No, come back again with the money. They laugh at you niggas.
What else could be looked at as hate speech? When you drop a book and you name it, Why Women Deserve Less. I know what you're going at, and they're talking about the wage gap and how it really doesn't exist and how this and that. I get that. There's logical arguments on that side. However, when you name a book something like that, you're doing that on purpose to trigger something in people, but it can be looked at as hate speech the way it's conformed. Once again, I'm giving this information not to be right or wrong, but just to tell you what it is. So that can be looked at it as hate speech. What else can be looked at as hate speech?
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that.
Man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
You know, sometimes if they're, you know, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, there's so many things wrong with that. I won't even touch it. First of all, there's beautiful women of all shades and all colors and all races all around the globe. And I'm telling you, if you're a real, if you have a lot of melanin and you're a sister, I'm okay with you. Brother T loves you. Okay, you can come across my path any day. I'm all right with that. So that could be looked at as hate speech. Let's keep going. What more can be looked at that way?
You fucking monkeys, you're really mad because we destroyed you guys in this rap. Abba and Preach are a bunch of and I'm here to make fun of the blacks.
Once again, there's so much there that we can dig into. I won't go that deep. Today, we're just going to scratch the surface. Yes, all of these things are a problem. What else did they do that can lead up to them being demonetized by YouTube? They started beefing with everybody. Now, I know you say YouTubers beef all the time. Yes, we know about this person versus that person. This person said this about this person. This person is boom, 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 boom. We know that this stuff exists, and on the outside looking in, there's not a lot there. And you say, well, that's not a big deal. They're just disagreeing and all that. When you start getting into certain situations and you start beefing with everybody, you have to understand if you have 1 million subscribers that they're shooting ads on YouTube. This is one of the main ways in which people make money on YouTube is through ads. If you have these advertisers paying money and paying lots of money in some cases, and you have guys or girls, doesn't matter, and they're putting out certain types of speech that is looked at a certain way that leaves a negative connotation, and you're attaching it to my brand because I'm advertising on your channel, now it becomes a problem. This is one reason why YouTube is stringent on what they allow on their platforms. As an advertiser, do I want to be attached to that? Heck no. I'm going to get as far away from that as I can get as an advertiser. This is why you can't promote hate speech and you can't do things that are edgy like that and expect for it to be all, you know, peaches and cream or a bed of roses. What else did Fresh and Fit do that can lead to them being looked at a certain way by people? How about when they got into it with Abba and Preach, who are, you know, other big YouTubers? Actually, I think they got more subscribers. I think they're above 2 million, if I'm not mistaken. And they got into a back and forth. Now, in the middle of that back and forth, things were hurled at one of Preach has a wife, and they started insulting his wife, you know, her physical appearance and things like that. Here's the kicker. They were disrespecting his wife, but it wasn't even his wife in one case, right? After that, they started insulting him, and this is where the racial insensitivity goes. Is that the right word? I don't know. The lack of sensitivity. How about that? And let's go to what they did to Preach.
Yo, Preach is like it looks like a monkey.
You should see him build momentum. What the
Yo, every time this thing, I got a problem with you.
Imagine them.
Yo, nigga looks like a monkey.
Preacher's over there looking like McGilla Grill and Donkey Kong having a
Bro,
baby.
like, talking shit.
Yo, Rich, you look at it.
That was a mistake.
And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight with
If you
y'all.
look right now, you can't even super chat or
You can't even
member.
super chat right now.
Yep.
Saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
The few times I watched, I usually watch when they had a certain guest on that I like that person, right? For instance, when they had like Greg Adams on, I'm a Greg Adams guy. So I said, hey, I'm going to watch that episode. Or if they had like Andrew Tate, you know what I'm saying? I rock with some of what Andrew Tate says. So I watched that episode. You get what I'm saying? So I will watch more for them than the host, right? That's just keeping it real. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious when a woman would get out of line and they get kicked out. I thought because you're not used to bad women being put in their place. Not calling all women bad, but some need to be put in their place. So I didn't bat an eye when that happened, right? Because I'm like, thank you. Somebody finally did it. Let's hope they get their monetization back. When you come back, I need you to be better, be more focused, and stay on message. Don't worry about being racially insensitive. Don't worry about slamming dark-skinned black women. Don't worry about this and that. Just come back and be the best you that you can be. Talking to Myron and Walter, who is known as Fresh. This is your man, Brother T, and I'll check you on the next episode, family. Peace.